make all sorts of wonderful shapes with them. But you've got all these different shapes and different designs. Again, they're crying out to be gessoed or painted or made to look ancient. I mean, the clock faces themselves. Oh, look at the detail in that. Look how intricate and fine they are. All done with a laser.
Yeah, really, really cute.
Wow.
Really versatile as well.
Yeah, so lots of ways of using those. 72 of those in total. And that item number, if you'd like those, 649700. And then, probably an absolute must-have is the next collection we've got for you, because these are numbers and numerals. So you've got all the Roman numerals that you need, and all the standard Arabic numbers, they call them, don't they? 0 through to 9. And you get loads of them. There's actually 96 pieces here. I'll just hold one up, or a couple of them up, so you can see just how accurately cut they are. Just the number 1 there, for example. There we go. Yep. Beautifully done. So again, it can be phone numbers, it could be ages, it could be whatever you wanted them to be. And Roman numerals, really classy as well. So here they are, all laid out for you just on that sheet. So there's actually 96 pieces in this sheet for £9.99. 667639, your item number there. And these are all exclusive to us as well. They've been done for Lynette, and Lynette's actually designed them, but you can't get these anywhere else, just here at Hochanda. And for under a tenner to get all of those numbers, really useful. I mean, it stands out for sign writing and things like that as well.
It does. I mean, you can use it for anything. It's brilliant on mixed media canvases. You just chuck in a few numbers and it gives it, you know, that random effect that you're trying to create.
Yeah, and if you're not quite sure what Roman numeral is what number, because they'll come in a bag, obviously, it's easily found out on the internet, isn't it? You can easily find out what's what. So.
It is. If they buy the clock faces, to be able to tell.
Oh, of course.
Be able to go around and say that's 12, 1, 2.
Yeah, makes sense. Fantastic. OK, so that's 667639, your item number if you'd like those. And there are other things and lots of embellishments on the show as well from Craft Buddy. So if you want to have a little look ahead before we get there, have a little look at Hochanda.com, the website. It's got everything laid out there for you. For example, the embellishment collection from Dawn Bibby's Spring Collection's $15.99. We've got Lynette's laser cut words as well, which we haven't shown you that, but they're in the show as well. 18 laser cut words are there. The glue as well, the Stay Sticky glue's there too. So there's lots on the show if you want to have a little look at Hochanda.com. Excellent. OK, and by the way, we want to show you a couple of things that different members of the family have done. I say members of the family, youngsters really have done these, haven't they?
Yes, they are daughters of my DT team.
Oh, great.
So these are from Chen. This is Kash's daughter.
Hi, Chen, if you're watching. Are they up watching this morning?
Yes, yes, they are. They're going to a children's party later.
And Chen's done this one as well.
Yeah, really cute. Thanks, Chen.
Really lovely. And this one is a canvas, and we've got lots of canvases on the show. And Louise has done this.
Yes, little Louise has done this. She's 8. It's
wow.
Really, really good, isn't it?
That's really good. She's got the Roman numerals on there, the clocks,
she has.
The clock faces as well.
Well, Mum was busy in half-term doing my samples. Louise was busy making an extra one for me.
Brilliant. And we've got to say hello to someone special as well, haven't we?
Yes.
Before we forget to do this.
Yeah.
And got to say hello to Gordon.
Yes, hello, Gordon. Happy 50th birthday.
Brilliant. Happy birthday, Gordon. That's your card, I believe. Is that right?
It is.
Fantastic. It's on its way. Brilliant. Right then, what are we doing first, Lynette?
Right, so I'm just going to show you really quickly, but without the glue, how to pop these clocks together and in what sort of combination you can do. So. Okay. You get the 2 alarm bells.
Yeah.
You get a front and the back. So.
And they're pretty self-explanatory, aren't they? So you've got the feet on there, you know what goes where.
They are. So all you do is these slot in all the way around, and then that slots on over. Obviously, you put your glue on first, so your base is rigid.
Yeah.
So they just slot all the way around. You use numbers. You can use just the 12, 3, 6, 9, just a couple of random numbers. Mm-hmm. You don't have to use the numbers. You get the numbers with the clocks,
you
don't you? Yeah. You get these numbers with the clocks, yes, and you get your clock hands as well. Mm-hmm. And you get 2 sets of these bells. Now, I did them separately and not fixed, because you might not want to use them. You might just want to use it as, you know, like a shadow box. Yeah. So you've got the option of putting these on if you want.
That's a really good point, because without the bells, it doesn't necessarily look like an alarm clock, does it?
No. So, yeah, so you don't have to use it as an alarm clock. You can then use these in a mixed media piece or whatever. And do you put the glue, how do you go about putting the, do you put the glue on the little slots or in the slots or what?
So
I run the glue just down these flat edges here.
Right.
Not on this bit, because
okay.
you can see it pokes through, so you don't want a gluey mess there.
Right.
So just run it along the edges.
Right. Does that take very long to set? Or not
no,
really?
it doesn't. The MDF glue, it's super quick.
Is it? That's good.
Yeah, it's really, really good
So
glue.
Dawn, when she was developing all of her glues that she has in the range, was really specific as to what she wanted.
Yeah. So when you've done these can, if you want to use it as an alarm clock, they can go on the front. Obviously, you've got a gap. You can have one on the front, one on the back. You can place them behind. You can put them wherever you want to.
So you actually get 4 of the bells. So you can either have one on the clock, or you can have both, like Lynette said, front and back. So it acts like almost like a handle, which you can carry it up. Like on this one, for example.
On that one's been put together, so you get them really standing proud.
Yeah, just there. Or you could put one at the front, one at the back there, so you could got like a handle to hold it on.
I think Cash has done that on that one, so she's got one front and the back.
Yeah. But there it is, almost like a shadow, because you can't really see the bells on that very clearly, so that's almost like a shadow box. But you can have it simple, make it look like metal, you can have it really fancy and decorate it with embellishments and flowers, you can do all sorts with it.
Yes, you can. So, I'm just going to finish off this very quick, well, it wasn't a quick demo in the preparation, so I've made this like an under the sea sort of theme for a little boy's birthday.
That's amazing, isn't it?
So I've got all sorts of bits and pieces of elements in there, stuck everything in.
So you could have a bit of a seaside trip, collect a few shells and decorate those.
And that's exactly, my children have collected shells and pebbles, so that's what's in there.
It's a lovely little keepsake for a day to the seaside.
Exactly. An old brooch of my mum's is in there, it had an anchor on it, bits of cloth and all sorts, a few beads in there. Stuck everything on, gessoed it all, a couple of coats of gesso, and then just sprayed it with a couple of different blue sprays.
Do you have to put gesso on the MDF to seal it, or...?
You don't have to, but I wanted the very stark white look. Right. And then the blue is more, it pops more.
It's almost luminous.
Yes.
When you look at it, it's very, very bright and vivid, which if you hadn't put the white gesso on, it wouldn't be quite as bright as that.
No, it wouldn't. So, to make it pop even more, I've just left this piece. So when I'd sprayed it, can the overhead cam pick that up? Yeah. So when I spray it, you can see that this has got white accents on it. I've left this piece here. So just to show you very quickly how to dry brush. So this is what you do to accent an area. So
what is this again?
This is just white gesso.
This is gesso,
Dawn's white gesso. So you just on the top, and it will, because it's a spray, it will seep into it, so you build up the layers and layers of the white for how stark you want it. So I'll just show you on that piece. And that's how you get that 3D effect. And
the spray paint you used, is that a particular brand that we have here, or what sort of paint did you use for it?
It is just, I think it's Dilutions spray. Hopefully next year I'll be bringing some sprays to you.
Okay.
So
I'm just thinking with Dali today, we got some paints in there and some spray mists in there as well. And if you gessoed that, you could use those as well. So have a little look at
you can use any sprays,
So the 9 o'clock show with Dali, there's ink mists and things like that in the show, so that would work well with this too.
So, and then, I mean, it's lovely as it is. It's a really nice piece just as it is, but I wanted to personalise it a little bit for a little boy. So I just stamped out these images. Coloured them up, so we've got a treasure chest and bits and pieces. Hopefully my glue gun is, So all I've done is just put a little bit of acetate concertinaed on the back. I'm just going to start sticking
the underwater treasure.
Yeah. With pirates.
Aye.
Whereas my youngest one used to call them pites. I would have played pites.
Pites?
Yeah, I couldn't say pirate.
And little strips of acetate, of course, give you that movement, that kind of boingy effect.
They do. And of course, they're almost see-through, aren't they, so?
Yeah.
So just build up our scene.
Oh, cute.
And little grasses in there as well.
The thing with MDF, it's a blank canvas. It really, really is. So, and also it's so affordable. You can sell what you make as well if you want to.
Yes, absolutely.
So for $12.99, you're getting basically 2 complete alarm clock models. Really good size. I don't know the actual height of the clock, but you're looking probably at about, I reckon probably about 8 inches, 7 to 8 inches high. Plus all the numbers. And you've got the panels to give it that depth, of course, as well. So it looks like a shadow box as well as a clock at the same time.
It does. So you can use it for either or. You know, on the flip side of this, doing it for a little boy, you could quite easily do a little princessy one, with the horse and carriage stamped out on the front, fairies. If you've got gnome stamps, little gnome garden with some reindeer moss in there.
Lynette, you'll be pleased to hear that Chen, who did some of the samples here, her mum's just emailed in. Cassia. Hi, Cassia. She said, wow, what bargains on the show. Lynette, you're a star. You made my daughter's day.
Oh.
Chen said she's famous now, like you.
Hi, Cassia. Hi, Chen.
Bless.
Really cute. She's a beautiful little girl, she is.
You watch. Chen will be a demonstrator on Hochanda before you know it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
how old's Chen? 8? Did you say 8 years old?
I think she's about 6.
6.
And now Louise is 8. Kasha, please let me know how old Chen is. I don't want to get it wrong. So, and then I've just also sprayed these bits of cheesecloth.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to stick a bit of glue.
It looks like fishing netting now, doesn't it?
It does. So I'm just going to stick that around just so it's slightly hanging out. I've stuck my fingers to it too. This always happens. I've always got little burns on my fingers.
Yeah, always be careful with hot glue guns for obvious reasons, because it is hot, very hot.
Yeah. I don't think I've got any sensitivity left in the back of my fingers. So.
I love that colour too.
It's really nice, isn't it?
I could just imagine that on the bedside cabinet or maybe on the windowsill in a kid's bedroom or something. Maybe not the bathroom.
No, maybe not the bathroom.
Because it's humid, isn't there, and moisture and stuff, so. And
you could, I suppose you could put like a varnish glaze over the top of it, and that might work.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put Mr. Pufferfish in, and we'll leave that where it is for now. And I will finish it off in the break.
There we go. There's your 3-dimensional scene.
So you could use one of the numbers and personalise it, you know, age 6.
Yeah.
Pop a name on there.
Or if you wanted to make it into a true clock face, you could have all 12 numbers around the outside if you wanted to. You could put maybe some acetate behind that opening if you wanted to put it behind a front. It's entirely up to you. Now, for $12.99, you get all the components. Let me just show you exactly what you get. And you get the side panels, so you can make it 3-dimensional, as Lynette's done with that one. Plus, you get all the numbers twice to go from 1 to 12 around the face of the clock. And this is how it comes. So you can make, what does it work out to? £6.50 per clock. There's your alarm bells. So if you wanted to make them kind of really traditional, you could gild them with either silver or gold or brass gilding wax if you wanted to do that to make the bells look metallic. You've got the clock front. You've got the clock back, which of course is filled in, and then these panels just slot in like that. And as Lynette said before, don't put the glue. I'd have put glue on the little tag, but that would have been the wrong thing to do, because obviously the glue will then seep through the actual opening. But what you do is you put glue on the long sides that make contact with the base, there, and that'll give you a very, very firm fit. And of course each panel fits very nicely next to the next one. So it gives you that 3-dimensional clock. You get 2 kits, plus you get all the numbers as well. All that for just £12.99. And to show you a couple of them, and the glue as well, remember, the MDF glue's included too, so that will stick your bells and all your bits and pieces together. But there's a more simplified one of a 3-dimensional clock. Again, it's been gessoed and crackled. And we've got crackle paint in the show from Craft Buddy. We've also got crackle in the Dali show as well coming up later on. So there's lots of ways of achieving crackle on your clock. So there's your alarm clock with the word cherish on the front. And then this one, really, everyone's gone to town on this to kind of cover it with embellishments. It looks really beautiful. And this is by Cassia. Cassia's done this one.
Yeah, that's Cassia's.
Isn't that lovely?
It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's like a wedding-themed one.
Yeah. And the actual bells almost act like a handle. Now, nearly a quarter of the stock of these clocks is gone.
Wow.
689916. So details coming up if you want to have the kit then. There it is. All those components come together for less than £13, which is fantastic. And that's 689916, your item number there. Now, remember, all of these at the moment are exclusive to us at Hochanda. It's Lynette's first ever MDF collection in a whole show, so it's great that we've got them here today. And she's got three shows scheduled with us today. Hopefully we're going to have enough stock to last the 3 shows. We've got the clog, I keep saying clog, the clock faces and the cogs. This is going to end in one way, isn't it? £11.99 is the price, and you've got 72 pieces, 649,700, and you've got all these cogs, as you can see here. I'm just going to show them to you and shut up. You've got all of these cogs, there we go, all of these, aren't they lovely? All of these, lots of these. There's your clock faces, with your Roman numerals going around them as well. You get loads of those too. Tons of them. There's actually 72 in total for £11.99. And it gives you like, it's a complete, you know, blank canvas for you to play with. You know, you can decorate maybe your canvases. Maybe you've got some canvases, the round ones, the square ones, the canvas, you know, the hard surface ones that we do as well. They'd be fantastic on there. But again, it's a blank canvas for you to decorate, gesso, paint, whatever you want to do with them. So those are your clock faces and your cogs, and that's £11.99 for all 72 of those. Nearly a quarter of the stock of those is gone. All laser cut, so very, very accurate. And it works out to how much per? Less than 17 pence per element, which is amazing. And again, a lot of them are the same size, so they just kind of interlink together. You can have all sorts of fun making all sorts of shapes with them. OK, and then the numbers we've got for you as well. The Roman numerals and the, I think they call them Arabic numbers, our usual numbers. All of these together are just £9.99 as well. And I've not seen a set like that before. And if you are a little bit confused as to what numbers what, you can look them up on the internet or just look at a clock face and it'll kind of give you an idea as to what they are, 1 to 12 anyway. And you've got all of them there, laser cut for precision and accuracy. 96 pieces for £9.99, so about 10p a piece, roughly. 667639, your item number. Nearly a third of the stock of this is gone already. Wow, we're only, what, 20 minutes into the show at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning when most of you have a lie-in, so very busy indeed. Now, Lynette, coming in with me for the next one if you can, because we've got our panels of words. Now, we've not actually shown these words yet, so let's have a look at these. Now, you get 3 sets of words.
Yes, so there's 18 pieces in each. Right. And they're all, obviously, time-orientated.
So we've got 18 messages, £14.99 for your timeless messages. So you've got time, past, future, precious, present, and also memories are the words that we've got on there. And you get those repeated 3 times. And again, they just pop out. I can't believe the accuracy of these, you know.
Yeah, they're very easy. They have got a couple of little catch points on, but that is how easy it is to pop them out.
Look at that. Beautifully done. And also you've then got the negative, which you can actually use as like a stencil if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could use it as a stencil if you wanted to, or, you know, get a little precision saw and even take out that panel and use it on a piece.
Nice idea. Now, we've also got another couple, if the time words aren't really kind of appropriate for you, for what you want to do. We've got different item numbers for different ones. So we want to show you, this one's got inspire, dream, laugh, hope, smile and cherish. So this one is called Pretty Gritty. Yeah. Why Pretty Gritty?
Pretty Gets Gritty is the name that I like to use for my shows, because I like to take pretty things and I like to gritty them up.
Oh, OK.
Grunge them up a little bit, yeah. Oh. So Pretty Gets Gritty. Right.
So inspire, dream, laugh, hope, smile and cherish. You get all those panels 3 times. So that's just £11.99 or basically £4 a set, isn't it? And again, they just pop out like I showed you a few minutes ago. A little tag holds them in. 110613 for those. And then the other words has got sparkle in it. This one's called, has it got a name, this one? No, OK. So 340614, this one's got sparkle, wonder, wish, bliss, shine and delight. And again, you get 3 of them. And again, they all just pop out. So that is £12.99, 340614. And they are, again, I'm sure going to be very, very popular too. So just over £4 per set. 340614. And we've used lots of these on some of the other samples, haven't we? That was already shown.
They're really good just to pop onto a canvas. I mean, they're quite lightweight, so you can put them on the front of a card.
Right.
It's not going to make your card front heavy.
And this is one of those canvases that we've got. Actually, what this is by Cassia again. This is a reverse of one of the Craft Buddy canvases. You can probably see there's the front of it. And on the back, it's got a ring of MDF, which normally is the reverse. But what Cassie has actually done here is she's made that into like a frame and put some acetate over the top, made it into like a shaker canvas, and then put the word shine behind it and decorated it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, really good. I wouldn't have thought of using it back to front like that.
Yeah, no, it's we do a lot of reverse canvases, but to make it into a shaker, that was just inspired, really.
Genius, absolutely genius, brilliant. That's giving you an idea as to how you can use some of those words as well. All right, now we have also got lots of ways of decorating what you make, because obviously when you're putting MDF things together, it's nice to actually embellish them. So here we've got a whole mixture of our lace embellishments. These are always popular, and there's 100 of these for £9.99. Bit of an awkward angle for you to see on this, but if I hold a few of them up, you get quite a few of the same ones, so you don't have to use one and think, oh no, that was my favourite. You've got lots there. You've got hearts, you've got these beautiful butterflies as well, large and small, little doilies, little sunflowers over here as well. They're really cute. So you can add colour to them if you want to. You can colour them with your alcohol markers, which I think is what Cassie has done on here.
Yeah, I think these are sprayed. She sprayed them with...
right.
Yeah.
So you can spray colour on them if you want to.
Really, really lovely effect just going around. It hides all that edge, because obviously you've got all your crimpled canvas, haven't you, and your staples.
Yes.
And it hides it beautifully, but it also just gives it so much more texture.
And can I just show you this one while you're there on that close-up shot? Look at the amount of detail that there is in that particular heart. Really, really fine lace work.
Yeah, it's cute. So
you get 100 of those for £19.99, so less than 20 pence an embellishment. And they start off as white, but of course you can leave them that colour or you can colour them if you want to. 103715 is that item number. Then we've got one of Dawn's embellishment kits. Now, Dawn Bibby and Craft Buddy are well known for their embellishment kits, and of course on these MDF kits you can instantly use all of these elements to decorate the clocks and all of that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Have a look at what we've got here, because we've got flowers, we've got a couple of these huge roses at the back. I can't even pick it up because they're flat, but they're lovely and they've got a pearlescent finish. Thank you.
Got it, but dropped it.
All these flowers and lace. We've got enamelled embellishments there as well, clock faces too, pre-tied ribbons, pre-tied flowers. Loads in here. Do you remember what flower that is? I'm trying to think. She did tell me a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember now.
Not like it's not like a gypsophilia, is it?
No. It's not lupins, is it?
No, and it's not foxglove. It's very pretty.
It's
whatever
beautiful.
It is.
Yes. The name escapes me. You'll tell me. You'll email in and tell us, I'm sure. And you also get a paper pad in there as well, and some MDF cuts at the back there too. So all of this. If I just flick through the paper pad for you for a second,
There's
on the
some
front.
beautiful images in there.
Yeah, they're die cut, the images on the front, aren't they? So those first few pages are die cuts, and then look at the pages. Beautiful, very Victorian.
Really, really good quality as well.
Gorgeous quality. There we go. Okay, so that's the embellishment kit. Freedom price on this as well, which is fantastic news. So a discounted price delivered, only $14.39 if you're a Freedom member, 234140, your item number. Now, I did mention, of course, earlier on, that you can use MDF words and embellishments in lots of different ways. We're very busy for our words. We're very busy for our clocks and cogs. I get it the right way around. If I say clocks first, I get it the right way around. And then the numbers, the alphabets, the numbers and the Roman numerals, they're going very quickly too. But you can use these sort of things in all sorts of ways, not just for decorating alarm clocks, but also for decorating things like your canvases, which you will find on the website as well, hochanda.com. And we've got a canvas, I think, you're working on now, haven't we?
We have, yeah. So I've pre-prepared this. So we've also got stencils on the show, a couple of Dawn stencils. So I've just taken some texture paste through there, sprayed a load of colour on it, but it was a bit, it was a bit bright.
Was it?
So then to take the colour down, I just put a coat of white gesso over the top of it, and it gives you this lovely sort of cloudy effect.
It's lovely. Yeah, I like it. It's lovely.
Yeah.
And this is one of the big circle canvases.
This is a big circle canvas that you get 5 in the pack.
Right.
Really, really good quality, as you can see on the back. If you wanted to use it as a reverse, you've got a really good space there. So here, you can see this little bit of black showing through. All I've done is I take my sac magique, as I like to call it.
What's the anti-static mat?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a sac magique. And my Versamark, and taken one of the clogs. Just turn that around.
So this is the ink you'd normally use for embossing, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So.
Oh, so you're using it as like a stamp?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Hopefully it'll work. It did work down there, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
So, just pop on a couple of bits.
With some black embossing powder?
So just some black sparkly embossing powder. I haven't caught it properly over there, have I? So it just gives a little distressed effect.
Do you like steampunk things?
I do, I do. I like things that are just pretty, but a little bit gritty.
Bit edgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. But I do like steampunk. There's a brilliant clock over there, actually, that Julie's done. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I like this. Look at that.
It really is, wow.
So we've shown you the kind of floral fancy ones with embellishments and buttons and bows on it and everything else, but if you want the real kind of mechanical, grungy, steampunky look, using the clock faces and the cogs, using the Roman numerals as well, that is great. So it's black, painted black. Is that black gesso? And then
it is black gesso. There's a bit of texture paste on the side as well from one of the stencils. So she's really gone to town on it, hasn't she? And then gilding wax is over the top.
Gilding wax on the top, so it makes it look metallic.
Yeah.
Love that. So this is the first kit. If you want to have the alarm clock kit that we started the show with, then that's coming up on the screen any second now. It's only, remember, $12.99, I think it was, for the kit to make 2 of these. So it's, again, a blank canvas. We've made that one. We've made that one. So it's the same kit, but totally different the way it's been decorated, the way it's been, you know, kind of zhuzhed up. And then this one as well, also completely different. That's more of a, almost more of a kind of a shadow box effect.
Yeah.
But there it is. There's like a real mechanical, steampunky looking clock. Love that. So the clock faces, $11.99 for both of them. If you want the 2 alarm clocks, they're on the bottom of the screen now as well. $12.99, beg your pardon. And the cogs and the clock faces are £11.99. Yeah.
So I'm just taking one of the numbers from the number pack, and also I'm just going to, oh, popped it, nice there. I'm just going to cover that as well. I didn't get my tweezers out ready. Knock that off. So I've just gone over all the cogs, the words, the numerals and the numbers. So it's just as easy as that. I mean, everyone's got embossing powder, haven't they?
You can make them silver, you can make them gold, brass, whatever colour you want. You've got some funky embossing colours, maybe. Yeah,
you could even colour them with your alcohol inks and just put clear over the top.
Yeah.
So, just pop that out of the way. Now, to try and accentuate this detail a little bit more, I'm just going to dry brush a little bit of black. So, I'm just striping a wide paintbrush with very, very little gesso on it. You just dry brush it over, it just catches on the very raised edges. So it makes it look a little bit dirty.
Now, if you want to go for the numbers and the Roman numerals, remember, we've actually, on Gordon's 50th card here, we've put the numbers in the middle of the clock face, which looks really lovely. And it's a lovely way of putting someone's personalised age on a card. You know, it may be that it's not a milestone birthday, maybe it's like a 36th birthday or a 22nd birthday or whatever. You're going to have enough numbers to do that. And it doesn't add any weight really significantly to the card, but just to show you the quality of what we're talking about, just there's your Roman numeral, look. There's your Roman numeral. There are your Arabic numbers. Really, really dainty and cute. And that also doubles up as a 6 if you want it to be as well.
Absolutely.
So laser cut to perfection. They're only $9.99 for 96 of them, so about 10p a piece. But over 40% of them's gone, crikey.
Wow, thank you.
Busy.
It is busy. So we've got a couple of pieces. I think these are out of the butterfly jumble, one of the big flowers, which was like an orangey red, but I just distressed a little bit of black over it, just to change it up. So now, just got to decide where we want things to go. So,
can I just show everybody one of these clock faces here? This has been embossed, and you know what they start off life like. Thanks, Dee. There's one, just MDF, as it is kind of natural, and there it is with some embossing powder, and it looks so different, doesn't it? And that's black gloss or black glittered embossing powder from the Dawn Bibby collection in Craft Buddy. So it's really lovely. It makes it look now metal, doesn't it? Or antique.
it does.
And being the black, it really stands out against that lovely green and yellow background. Very dramatic.
I'm just placing things where I think I want them to go. A lot of the time I just drop, when I want to do scattered, just drop them on, and wherever they fall, that's usually where they're getting stuck. So
why not?
I think that's what we will go for. So just start to...
I like that idea, actually, just dropping things on there, because I sometimes kind of fiddle around forever thinking, should it go there, should it go there? Oh,
yeah.
No, what about there? Just chuck it on and see what happens.
That's it, you're looking for a random effect,
yeah.
So just let it be random. I mean, you can spend a long time placing things, but sometimes it's better just to let go. That's what mixed media is all about, just letting go and having fun, trying new things. And if it doesn't work out, just cover it in gesso and start again.
So when I was younger, I went through a phase of everything had to be even. 2s, 4s, 6s, 8s. No, I could not get my head around odd numbers at all. And as I've grown older, it doesn't matter anymore, does it?
No, and generally, do you know, in crafting, I think it's more like 3s and 5s that work.
Yeah, it is.
Rather than, you
It took me ages to
your
get my head
even
around
numbers. Yeah. So.
And random? No, everything had to be kind of regimented side by side by side. But not anymore.
No.
Grown out of that now.
That's it. Life's too short, isn't it? So, let's just pop a bit of glue on these. So I've also got some little cogs that I just had in my stash at home.
Now, by the way, if you're wanting these round canvases, they are in stock. They are on the website. I think, did you say sets of 3?
Sets of 5.
5. Okay, and they're not very expensive. They're really affordable, actually.
Yeah, they are.
And Craft Buddy do quite a few different types of canvases, so you'll find those on the web as well.
So one of my new words. So my glue guns decided to give up the ghost, but it honestly it must be about 30 years old. It was my mother's floristry gun.
Was it?
Yeah. So pop these flowers on. If I can get enough glue to come out. Yeah, the handle's suddenly given up.
And when you've used a hot glue gun, when that's on there, that's on there. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, it's definitely staying.
You're not going to have things falling off in the middle of the night, waking you up.
Just going to... Well, it might fall off the wall if you don't attach it properly.
When I said that, I realised it.
Tuck this one under here.
Now, we're just after 7:30. We find every day at 7:30, it's that magic time of the day where a lot of you turn the telly on or sit down with a cup of tea after maybe the alarm went off at 7 o'clock and you're thinking, OK, what's on telly today? What's Hochanda got for us? So we're going to go down the counter and show you everything that's available, including the brand new MDF range from Nanette, which is lovely to have here today. The clocks, the clock faces, the words, inspirational words, all that. We'll do that after you finish this.
No, it's really not wanting to work. Another glue stick in.
Another glue
see if
stick.
We get some joy. So I'm going to have to... Yeah, it's the squeezing mechanism. It seems to have gone.
And the car broken after 35 years, surely.
I'll find a way to fix it, believe me. Let's pull this glue off. Add on another little... Something else that looks really nice with these cogs and clock faces is buttons. You know, so you could enamel, heat emboss, sorry, some buttons to match. Cute. I don't think that one's going to stay because I'll let the glue cool down.
one of the best inventions ever, hot glue guns.
Yeah, I love it. So just attach that on there. And then we've got some butterflies, and I put all of them in because I didn't know which to use. So we've got these ones, these come in a mixed pack, and these ones are from the butterfly jumble, so I think I might go for a green one.
Okay.
Because I've just done my hallway green, so I'm tending to make things in green at the minute. So I can hang them in my hallway.
Do the demo at work and take it home, hang it on the wall, why not?
Yeah,
Makes
that's
sense.
exactly what I do. Exactly what I do. So I think we'll go for green and black.
As seen on TV hallway.
Yep. I know one of the DT girls came round the other day, Deb, to drop some samples off for the show. She walked in, she went, oh, I did a demo on the last show, a picture of me and her, and it's hanging up in my wall all way. So, yeah.
You have to charge admission soon.
I actually do keep what I make. That one there, I think we'll put another. See what I mean about threes?
So random numbers like that, kind of falling from the sky, which is what that looks like. Does that kind of signify anything? What does that mean to you when you look at that canvas?
Oh, it's just perfectly messy, exactly the way I like things.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of sums up my day. That sort of
Random numbers falling from the sky.
Yeah. Random numbers and butterflies.
Oh, I didn't stick one. How did I miss that? And that's the glue gun.
And a cog missing. There you go. That does sum up my day. Yeah.
Missing a cog.
Yeah, missing a cog or two.
Pop that in there.
Hey, I love it. Look at that. That's going to be up in your hallway soon.
It will be.
So if you would like to go for the mixed media crossover kit, now that's what we've got on the screen at the moment. We'll see that in a few minutes. That's got the fantastic linen butterflies and things like that. We'll show you that in a sec because it's not obvious what's in it, but we'll show it to you soon. If you want the canvases, we've got the set of 5 30cm round canvases, $22.99, and they're the ones as well that we showed you a few minutes ago. It was the smaller version of that, but if you turn those over, you've got a solid circular MDF frame, so you can actually make that into an aperture, like a shaker picture, like we showed you on that smaller one earlier on. But obviously that's the right way round to use them. Not that there's a wrong way, but $22.99 gets you all 5 of those 30cm canvases. 549216 is your item number there. And then the alarm clocks we got for you as well. Remember, they are brand new today from Lynette. This is complete with the MDF glue from the Dawn Bibby collection. But you've got numbers, you've got, of course, the front and the back of the clock, and you get the 2 bells for each one as well. So £12.99 for all of that. And you can make wonderful, shadow box cards, or not cards, but shadow box ornaments out of them. And you can make them look like clocks. You can decorate them with flowers. Really go to town. Make them look old-fashioned, make them look really futuristic. It's up to you. £12.99, 619 916, 689 916, sorry. Right, now, other things we've got for you in the show then. Let's go down the counter and have a little shopping list written down as we go, if you fancy. You've got here all these wonderful flowers, 30 assorted fabric and lace flowers, and you've got these beautiful, very summer-like, would they be like dahlias, I suppose, I think?
Yeah, almost like, dahlias. Yeah, you're right.
I think they are.
Yeah. Or as my husband once called them, weeds, after my dad had planted loads, pulled them out, weeded them all, and my dad came a couple of weeks later, he went, Where's all the dahlias that I put in?
Well, before they became flowers, you mean? Oh, right. I was going to say, that's not a weed, is it?
Pulled them all out.
Oops.
But that's actually one that I just used in my last demo. Like I said, I just distressed it with black oxide ink. Completely changed.
Look at the roses as well, because they've got so much fabric in there. You've got like a lace in between as well, which is so different. Beautiful. You get 4 of those. All these other flowers as well. Peonies, I think, maybe? Possibly? Yeah. I'm surprising myself today. There we go, all of these beautiful fabric flowers, some that are fully bloomed, some that are in bud, and then a few of the lace ones down the bottom there as well. So that particular kit is $18.99, 500 389 if you'd like those, a total of 30 assorted fabric flowers. Next to that, we've then got the mixed media kit. This is what we flashed up on the screen a few minutes ago. We used the fabric butterflies in that last demonstration. So there they are. These have actually got an adhesive on the back. So if you wanted to iron them onto like a jacket or something like that, you could do that. Not all of them have got adhesive on them, but those do. You've got here your jute, which has got, or burlap, isn't it, Hessian, which has got a lace over the top. You've got self-adhesive backed pearls. Lace flowers in purple and lilac and burgundy. You've got a 12 by 12 paper pad, which I'll flick through in a second. All these lacy flowers here. Metal corners down here. Lovely, those. And they will easily be coloured with alcohol pens if you want to change the colour. And you can use your hot glue gun to stick those onto canvases and so on. More flowers over here. There's loads in this kit, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Tons.
Absolutely loads.
There's a massive £19 saving as well. And look at these little wonderfully detailed butterflies with the mesh wings. Really cute. You've got MDF hearts here, little flowers, some flat back gems. Again, you can use those in all sorts of ways, on cards as well. You've got your little gems that are like a lavender colour or a pinky colour. These could be little buckles to put onto lace if you wanted to. And then the pad at the back here, this is huge.
It's really good. So you've got your die-cut elements again at the front. You've got letter tiles, tags, and then you get into all these luscious papers.
Luscious.
Really cute.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Very usable.
Yeah, definitely. £18.98 then. That's down from nearly £40. £37.98 it should be. Wow. So a massive saving on this. Order that one if you'd like to, because there's so much in there for your money. Stay.
It's not going to want to stand up
It's
now.
not, is it?
No.
Not that I've now touched it. I'll tell you what, I'll pop it down there. Right. 320156, your item number. Then going on to our next collection. Now, these are our frames and resins. Now, you've got here gold and silver, also like an antiqued style, and a kind of a verdigris. And you've got the centres that go in the little frames, which are really cute.
Yes, so there's 180 pieces in this kit. And they're really, really cute. You can use the frames with the centres or without. You can use the centres separately. I know on a piece that I'm doing later on, I've just in the middle of these centres, I've just stuck some crackle glaze.
All right.
So, yeah.
And that works?
That works.
All right. But you get all these, look, these little lozenges that you can use, so they go in like that. So you can, again, with a hot glue gun or something like that, sit them in there.
They actually come with adhesive.
Oh, they come with adhesive?
Yeah, and
right.
already shaped, so the hearts have got heart-shape adhesive. There's also some, I think, foam pads.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to use them separately, you could.
Well, they're the adhesive pads, look, so they just basically peel off and stick on.
They do.
You can use your glue gun as well if you run out of those. And you've got your double-sided foam pads too. So the whole collection, 180 of them for £19.99, and that's 097254, your item number. And that's everything that you get, which is amazing. And then we've got the MDF. Let's go to the MDF, which is the main focus of the show, and the big popular item in the show, the big seller, is the numbers and the numerals. So you've got your Roman numerals, but it's the first time I've seen those actually in MDF. You get all of them that you need. And if you are a little bit confused, as I am, with Roman numerals, which one's which, you can also look at a clock face, which is what Lynette suggested, But if you are a bit confused as to how to do a certain year or something like that, just go on the internet. You can easily find out what they stand for. But you get all of them there that you need, and also your Arabic numbers as well. And that is, what's the update on this? 70% gone, wow. 70% of stock of this is gone. $9.99 for all 96 pieces. And we've got a few things here that have got the Roman numerals on. There we go, look. Looks really lovely, doesn't it?
It does. Very, very nice.
And the words past, present and future.
Exactly.
Love it. And they're in the set that we showed you earlier on.
Yeah, that is in the new timeless set.
So the timeless set that's new today, that's that there. That's where you've got the past, present and future. So if you wanted that with the numbers and the alarm clock, you'd be looking at around about under £30, or just over £30 actually it would be. But if you want that one, 667639, that's for all your Arabic numbers, your standard zeros, ones, twos, threes, and the Roman numerals as well. £9.99. Then we've got our clock faces and our cogs. Here these are. These have been very popular this morning as well. They all kind of interlink together as well. You get lots of the ones that have got the Roman numerals on them, like those. And the detail, the way that they've been lasered, it's so accurate.
It's lovely, isn't it? Very delicate.
Very delicate. And you can emboss them, you can paint them, you can put texture paste on them, do whatever you want with them, really. And actually a couple of those, if you've got any landlocked areas like those two there, just poke them out with a pokey tool. And,
I just use my nail. They come out so easily.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Let's just try it now.
Have you got a nail?
Yeah. Never used to have.
There you go, I heard one bit drop.
Yeah. There we are. Yeah, they do come out really easily, don't they?
Yeah.
Just tap it, it'll come out. There you go. That's how easily they come out. So you don't even need a pokey tool, just a thumbnail or a fingernail. There we go. Perfect. 11.99 for your clock faces and your cogs. Then we go on to the clocks themselves. Now, we only showed you these for a fleeting glimpse at the beginning of the show, so let's have a little bit more time to look at these. This is my favourite. I love the black gesso finish on MDF, and then the gilding wax on top of it. It makes it look so antiqued, and it makes it look metal when in actual fact it's wood.
I'm just going to grab this one from down here.
OK. And the clock hands are completely separate, so where you put them is up to you. So they can mark a certain time that maybe someone was born, or a certain age. It can mark a certain date, whatever you want them to be. So it can be really, really symbolic. And you get 3 of them, 3 of these Victorian clocks, and the MDF glue as well, which is specifically made to stick MDF together. All 3 of them for £10.99. So it's only about it's about £3.66 a clock, so under £4 a clock, and they look lovely. All of them do.
They do. I'll just show you this one.
Yeah.
So this one's it's covered using the paper pad and elements from the embellishment kit and also the butterfly jumble kit. And it's just, see, these are my sort of style, but this is most people's style.
Yeah.
Pretty and pink and flowery. Just look how gorgeous that looks. It's completely different. Oopsie. From this.
I mean, that could be, again, the hands could make a certain anniversary, maybe your 21st, put it on the 2 and the 1 for an anniversary or something, and that on the dresser in the bedroom would look lovely, wouldn't it?
It would.
So beautiful. So you get enough to make 3 of them for just £10.99, 110911. And then one of the stars of the show is this big alarm clock. Now, I suppose if you wanted to, you can quite easily these days get clock mechanisms. You can buy them, you can probably find them online. We may even sell them, actually. I don't know if we have them or not, but you can, clock mechanisms. You can actually buy very inexpensive clock mechanisms that you could put in the back. There's actually a hole drilled in the back of it.
In the back of it to be able to put a clock mechanism in.
And you can easily get them for a few pounds. They're not expensive. But then, of course, you could actually have a clock that actually works. If you wanted to convert it into a working clock, you could do that. But I love that one, the past, the present and the future. Cassie has done this one. And she's really gone to town with the flowers and the beads and all that sort of thing. Isn't that beautiful? And it all sticks together with the MDF glue, but of course what we've done here is put some gesso on it as like a background, and then gone to town with the embellishments. Then you've got your crackle, which is a great effect. And there's crackle in, of course, the Craft Buddy range. There's also crackle with Dahlia coming up. Well, Dahlia's coming up a bit later on at 9 o'clock, and she's got crackle in her show as well. So there's plenty of ways of getting that kind of distressed Victorian crackle look. So £12.99 gets you 2 sets to make your alarm clock, and you get all those wonderful laser cut numbers and also the laser cut hands for the clock face as well. £12.99 for those.
So really,
got
really
Lynette,
quick,
5 minutes, Lynette, if that's
quick
all right.
demo. So all I've done is taken some of the paper out of the paper pads, scruffed up the edges. Let's check which way my card opens first.
Okay.
Right, so it's that way. Scruffed up the edges, add a little bit of distress ink. We're just going to layer it up and make a bit of a shabby chic card. About 5 minutes to go and my tape doesn't want to come off.
That's always the way.
I know. So let's get this layered up quickly. So quite central. And if not, it's the way it's meant to be. Nothing's meant to be perfect. So I've just used in the corner of there, one of the stencils, just inked through it, that postage stamp. I think it's lovely. We'll use a little bit of the lace out of the embellishment pack.
Now, Lynette, we've had an email.
Oh, yeah?
From Deb and little Louise as well.
Oh,
She says,
hi,
good morning.
guys.
We're loving the demos. Little Louise was thrilled to bits that her canvas was shown on TV, which is great. She's 8 years old. We had so much fun playing and creating all those wonderful items, she said.
Yeah.
So proud of you.
Oh.
Hi, little Louise. Morning. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for what you did.
Yes, thank you, Louise. It was a lovely surprise. So I've also got this.
This is little Louise's canvases, look, just to show everybody again.
Chen's.
Oh, sorry, that's Chen, beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Is that little Louise's?
That's Louise.
That's Louise's. There we go.
And we do call her Little Louise.
There you go. Just to show everybody again, there we go. Awesome. That's great. For an 8-year-old to do that, I think that's amazing.
I know. Obviously got her mother's jeans and the crafting. Now, I was going to pleat this fabric ribbon beautifully, but we haven't got time. So we've got this fabric ribbon on the show. And I think it's 32 rolls in the pack.
Right.
Cut off these edges. And I was going to, because it's self-adhesive, you can take the time and pleat it and place it nicely, and it just instantly catches.
Now, Lynette is going to be here for another couple of shows, 10 a.m. with me again.
Yeah.
So if you would like to join us, then we'd love to see you then. And also again at 12 o'clock too. Busy morning.
Yeah, very busy morning.
Stop providing, of course.
Yes, absolutely. So that's a leaf that I just added some distress over the top of it. So some gesso first and then distress. And it's just all about building up. If I don't get it finished, I will get it finished in the break to show as a sample. But just pop that metal butterfly there. And if you can see, the cabochons in the embellishment kit just fit perfectly inside clock faces.
And the clock faces are in the show as well.
Yes.
So was that...
So the clock faces, the cabochon ones are in the embellishment kit.
Right. And were they designed to fit that, or was that sheer luck?
That's just sheer luck.
Is it really?
Yes.
All right.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
And obviously some of these beautiful lace pieces, I couldn't not use these. I would have used them in everything if I could. So just really going to town with the shabby chic look. So, how long have we got left?
A minute.
A minute. Wow.
Never enough time.
Crafting. You've got to use one of these beautiful medallions.
Well, don't worry, we will finish it off if it's not finished, or show it to you finished anyway in the 10 o'clock show. So.
But it's looking quite good so far.
It's looking great.
So, a couple more pieces. And again, to get that shabby chic look, you really don't need to put a lot of thought into it. And just keep layering and keep layering. That's what it's all about, texture and layering.
There we go. Well, as I say, Lynette and I are back at 10, so lots more to look forward to at 10 a.m. this morning. If you want to see anything else that's in the show, have a little look if you'd like to at hochanda.com. The website's there for you to see all the brand new MDF that Lynette's bringing us. The clocks, of course, the alarm clocks, the faces, the cogs, and also, of course, the Roman numerals and the numbers as well. Thanks, Lynette.
Thank you.
Good first show of the day. I'll see you with Hayley. Craft Yourself Silly, coming up next. So it's Fabric Street with Craft Yourself Silly. I'll see you with Hayley in a second or two. Then Dahlia. Dahlia's here with her one-day special, or what's left of it, at 9. And then MDF with Lynette. I'll see you with Lynette again at 10 o'clock this morning. All coming up here on Hochanda for Sunday.
To order your 2-for-1 ticket offer or to view all other ticket options, visit www.hochanda.com today and treat yourself and a friend to a fantastic day out. If you're a Freedom member, you'll receive an extra 10% off the ticket price.
Cheers! Can you believe that it's almost 2 years to the day that Crafters Companion joined the Hochanda family? So, to celebrate our second anniversary, from 6 p.m. on the 22nd of February right up till midnight on the 4th of March, the girls and I have put together a jam-packed special event just for you. We'll showcase brand new products, special offers, bonus gifts with purchase, and at least 10% freedom discount on every single Crafters Companion product shown during our celebration. I'm launching our anniversary celebrations with the amazing Gemini Junior, and we've managed to bring you an unbelievable deal on it, complete with some bonus dies and stamps and folders as a special thank you from us to you. During the week, Sheena will also be here, showcasing some of her brand new products. Debbie and Fiona are going to be bringing you some great deals, and Lizzie will have the new issue of the So Inspired magazine. And as another special thank you from us, all customers who order during our event will receive a bonus gift with their first purchase. Throughout the event, you'll have the opportunity to enter into a prize draw to win a dream day at the Hochanda Studios, where you and a friend can experience a personal crafty day with me, Sarah Davies. It is going to be a truly amazing event. And for all you Freedom members, don't forget that you're going to get at least 10% discount on all of our Crafters Companion products featured in our live shows. So tune in from 6 p.m. on Thursday the 22nd of February. Cheers!
Good morning, welcome.
Sorry.
Yes, we're live here at Hochanda. Hayley's adjusting herself.
You know, when you've got the lanyard things, and usually they kind of snap apart.
Yeah, yours didn't.
This one didn't, and then it pulled everything out. Sorry.
You're here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
just.
I haven't got my box, though.
Oh, no. You don't need it today.
You sure?
You've grown. You're taller. Or has the counter got a bit smaller? No, I don't know.
Yeah, the counter's smaller.
Welcome along. Craft yourself silly. Hayley and myself with you with great fabric deals for the next hour.
For later.
Yeah, OK. Now, we have got some great deals, haven't we?
We have, yes, because if you are daft enough to get up and join us at this time in the morning, we have a lot of fabrics today that have a free gift on them. So a free ½ metre of fabric.
OK, a bonus gift is coming.
Yes.
With what we've got in the show today. Now, if we start at this end and work our way down...
I know. Well, I set the counter up the other way around, so this is kind of back to front. So all the new things are now at the other end. But it's fine. It's all good. We're going to work that way around.
All right.
So it's all good.
OK, let's start this end and work away.
OK, so these are the ones that we've had on once before. Absolutely fantastic fabrics. Something a little bit different. 100% cotton. This is a waffle calico. So we bring calico to you all of the time, and calico is one of those staple fabrics. But this is a waffle calico, so it's got an awful lot of texture to it. I don't think how tight you can get in to have a little look there. But it's got kind of little squares into it. So it's the way that it's woven creates those waffle shapes.
So normally calico is fairly plain,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, it is fairly plain, fairly flat. But something that's a little bit more unusual. And all of these natural fibres and these natural coloured fabrics are really kind of on trend now. So it just gives you something a little bit different. OK, so there's the 1 metre of the waffle calico, and then you've also got, with that... no, the waffle calico comes on its own.
Right, okay.
These three are a different... it's calico, but it's a different way to process it, so you get a different effect. OK, so £12.99 then for a metre of the calico. That's your choice. Then we go on to... These are crunch calicos. Right. So, again, that same basic calico type of fabric, but with these ones, I need to put something dark underneath it so you can just kind of see a little bit. What it's had is, there's a process that they do which actually just takes out some of the depth of the fabric. So you can see that some bits are a little bit more see-through than others. Yeah. And we've got 3 different options in this. We've got the natural with the paisley pattern, which is this one I've got at the top here. We've got the natural with the spot. So again, if I pop my hands underneath, you can kind of see a bit more clearly the difference that you get. You get one piece that's completely solid, and then some bits that have just been kind of almost, it's kind of bleached out, but it's actually a chemical process that takes out some of the thickness of the fibres that allows you to have those kind of little see-through bits. And then you've got the same version. It's probably the clearest one to see it on, actually, is the white. Excellent. So that's the white spot, the natural, or indeed the paisley. Is this one, and then we've got paisley up at the top. And they are 1 metre. And remember, with any of the fabrics you buy from Craft Yourself, Silly and Hayley, if you order 2 metres or 3 metres, it will come as a continuous piece. Yes. Okay. The only thing that doesn't apply to is the fat quarters. Right. But anything else, we cut everything from the roll. We cut everything to order, so you can do the lot. Now, just to give you the waffle details again, I think we had the wrong details up to start with. So the 1 metre of the waffle calico, if you want that, again, it will come in as many metre length as you want. £12.99, 035376. If you want 2 metres, that will be £24.98 with 1 P&P, of course, and it will be just one continuous piece of fabric. So there's your choice. So that's the waffle calico, £12.99, 035376 for 1 metre. I mean, it has a really lovely weight to this as well, so fantastic for backing projects as well, because I know obviously calico is used in that. Now, it is a loom state fabric, so I would recommend wash, dry, iron everything before you start that. I mean, that goes for any fabric, but especially one that is loom staked.
Okay, fabulous. Now, next we've got our geometric patterns for you. Now, these come in 3 different colours, as you can see, and as Hayley was saying, most of what we've got for you in the show comes with a bonus of some sort, so we'll go through what you're getting. Now, this is a Craft Yourself Silly Geometric Petals with a ½ metre plain as a bonus. So the actual geometric...
Oh, there's a bonus on top of that.
On top of that?
Yes. So what we've got is it's Sunday morning, and if anybody can be bothered to get up and join us at this time, we thought what we would do on some of the fabrics. I don't think it's on the new todays, but I think on the rest of them, what you get is you get the bundle that you see here, but then you get an extra ½ metre fabric, so it will be something that will coordinate it with it.
Oh, okay.
And it could be another blue, it could be the same blue on this one.
So that's with every purchase, apart from...
purchase. I think it's apart from the new ones, but I think it says as we go through.
OK, we'll double-check that for you. OK, we'll double-check that in a second. So these are your geometrics. So we've got it available in the blue, the green, or the purple, and you're getting ½ metre of each?
It's a metre in the pattern,
yep.
And ½ metre in the plain.
Okay.
So these ones are all the geometric petals. We do have another geometric option, which are the ones down here, because these are some of the fabrics that we had when we had the circle tool on, but we'd had so many questions and so much time spent on the circle tool, we didn't really get to the fabrics, so we've brought those back to give them so you can see them properly.
These geometrics for you. Now, we've got 2 colour choices. They're only £10.19 if you're a Freedom member, I believe. Or was that the wrong details? OK, there's the geometric circles. There we go. OK, so that's ½ metre plain and then a metre of the geometric circles. So these are the ones that we didn't get enough time to show you, or much time to show you before. So the colour choices we've got here with this one is...
You've got grey or pink.
Or pink, yep.
So the pink has a lot of different colours within there. It's got purples, it's got reds, it's got orange as well. And then the grey just takes you through all of those kind of natural shades, right up to kind of steely blues, sagey greens, and kind of browns in there as well.
OK, and you'll get another bonus ½ metre fabric to go with it.
Yes, you get another ½ metre of that. So it could be another grey with that, it could be a black, it could be anything, but it will work with, it will go with the fabric. It's not just going to be a random kind of pink to go with that.
OK, now something else. Now bear in mind we've just done kind of a steampunky hour with Lynette, with all the cogs and everything.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, we have. Yeah. And we've got the cogs in the
different
fabric.
Studios today, you can't have a bit of a nosy.
I know. Now have a little look at this one.
In the naughty studio.
This is, yeah, we are actually. This is your ½ metre, and you get a metre of your fantastic.
Yeah, this one's
digger.
actually 2 ½ metres, so it's ½ metre of the diggers and ½ metre of the cogs to go with it. These are one of the bundles that we put together, which is basically a starter for a quilt. So if you added a couple of plain fabrics to that, maybe pick out the orange, that kind of mustardy yellow, the blue or the green, with a couple of plain fabrics, you've got, you know, a metre's worth of fabric there, which is a good starting point, good 2 focal fabrics to start a quilt.
So there we go. On the screen it is the 1 metre of the tractor fabric, and you get ½ metre of cogs with the ½ metre of spots as well. So there we go. That is item number 632187, £9.99 your price, and you will get a bonus ½ metre, of course, as well.
These are absolutely beautiful. These are our paisley. Now we're saying they're prints, but they're really a kind of dyed fabric where the print, the dye's been taken out, kind of decolorised. Because if you have a look, the fronts are as good as the backs on these. So
oh, yeah.
That would be the front. And then that is the back. So if you're doing projects that maybe need to be thinner and need to be reversible, then these are absolutely fantastic for that. So especially for scarves and things, you could just put a little hem on there, and away you go. I
love them both, actually. Both those colours work well together. The grey's a very light grey, but grey's such a fashionable colour at the moment. And then the blue, the dark blue, makes the paisley pattern stand out.
Yes, it gives you that contrast and allows it to stand out. So it's really whether you want something quite subtle or something that's a bit more kind of noticeable. OK, so that, again, is a choice of, and you get 2 ½ metres, and you're getting, of course, 1 with the circles and 1 with the paisley. Navy or grey is your choice. Now we come on to this next fabric. Is fantastic, it really is. They will come with ½ metre, bonus ½ metre.
OK.
Of probably, it could be a plain, it could be a pattern, who knows, but it will work with it.
OK.
You've got the stars as well. So again, these are ½ metre bundles, so it's half of one and half of the other. Now these are kind of positive and negative, these ones, so they obviously will work together. But you've got 2 colour options. You've got the brown at the top there, and then you've got the purple a bit further down.
Superb, really funky. We call them purple and beige. That's your purple one, that's your beige one, obviously.
Like, Dave.
Absolutely, yeah. You don't mind.
No, I'm all right.
Yeah, you're not fussed. Yeah, you're not fussed. Okay, then we go from the stars to our elephants and spots. So here again, you're getting both. They go together really well.
They do, because what you'll find is the two colours that are picked out within the elephant fabric, because the elephant fabrics all use two colours. So this one's got that wine colour and the kind of medium pink, and the one that coordinates with that uses those two colours on the spots with a lighter background to offset them, so you can really, really see them clearly. And that works the same all the way down. You've got grey and blue on the elephants there.
I love that colourway. That's lovely, isn't it?
And then they've added another darker navy spot in there to take it that little bit further. And same with those ones. You've got your elephants there in your two pinks. Your spots are in two pinks with your background as your purple. But again, nice small prints on these ones. So great for your patchwork, great for your paper piecing, which we're going to touch on a little bit in a minute.
And bonus half metre with those?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Of
now, I know on
fabric.
some of these rolls, I have one roll, say the spots, has almost twice as much on as my elephant one. So with these ones, it is a very, very good chance you will get you'll get your extra half a metre as one of these two.
Right, okay. Fab. Now, next, moving on, again, different fabric to choose from. This is the Sparkle Fat Quarters.
Gosh, now we've managed to get this back in. I think, was it you and I who did this one?
Sold out,
they just went
Flew.
instantly. So I've still got the sample we were making on that show.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Our unicorn, Sparkle
Unicorn templates.
Yes.
So this is just one of the samples that we made up for it. We've used the star fabric that we've just seen earlier, and then these unicorn sparkle fat quarters. Now, these are 100% cotton, and then they've got a treatment over the top that gives you that sparkle.
Now, if I just show it to the camera, you'd think that that was coarse or it would feel kind of metal. It's not at all. It just feels like cotton fabric should and does, but it's got that incredible shimmer to it, and it's not tacky or rubbery or plasticky or anything like that at all. It's an amazing fabric, it really is.
Yeah, we've really kind of had to look hard to find something that is as good as that and 100% cotton, but with a proper cotton feel.
Now you're getting, you choose actually, you choose from the blues, the pinks, or the pinks and the reds.
Right, that's the perfect sparkle. We come back to that. This one is the unicorn sparkle, which has got those two greens in there, so that kind of really nice kind of aqua-y green. The slightly lighter one there as well, kind of mint one. And then it's almost like a pinky purple, and then that lavender as well. So that's the unicorn sparkle.
Unicorn sparkle's up on the screen now, so you get 4 of those for $16.99. So you get those lovely, you get the turquoise, that lovely kind of tealy green, the purple, and then the lavender as well. So all of those 4, $16.99 for the whole set.
And if you're using them in projects kind of like this, just adding a little bit of an accent with them, you'll find they'll go a really, really long way.
Excellent, good.
So
okay.
The other 2 sparkle options we have are the Perfect Sparkle. Now, these are a very special fabric. I'm going to pick one of the darker ones because it's a little bit easier to see. Now, these are a shot fabric. Shot fabric means one colour thread runs in one direction in the warp, and then another colour thread runs in the weft direction. So for this one, these are cotton running in one direction. So the blue threads that you can see here, they are cotton. And then the red ones running in the kind of the perpendicular direction, big word for Sunday morning, they're polyester. So it is a polycotton, but it is absolutely beautifully soft. It's not a polycotton in the true sense of the word because it's not a combined as a fibre in the first instance. So one way is running as polyester, one way is running cotton. Beautifully soft, and you can work them just as easily as 100% cotton, but it allows you to have that amazing sparkle and that amazing shine in your projects. And
these are, again, fat quarters. So you get 4 of them. You get the blue, the pink, and the red as well. So you get 2 blues.
Yep, this is, hang on one second. This is the blue set that I've got here. So if I put that one back in, we've called it blue because it's mainly the warp threads that are running in blue.
Right.
So this is the blue option at the top here. So it runs kind of blues to purples to almost red on the end there. But you can see all of them have got just an amazing sparkle to them, an amazing movement. When you move them, it changes colour.
So this set down here is the reds.
Pink, yeah, this is the pink and red section because, again, most of the threads that are running in the cotton direction are pink or red. So you can see again, you've got to move them to get the best out of them because they just are absolutely stunning and so easy to work with.
Gorgeous. If you'd like those, 4 fat quarters there. Choose between either the blues or the reds for £16.99. Now, if you love kind of countrified fabrics, the kind of the oldie-worldy country cottage, you'll love these. These have been on before, very popular. 2 options on this, yeah?
Now, I will confess, I rang my buyer and said, oh, have you got this, this and this in? She says, oh, yes, no problem. But when I actually turned up, we didn't have the terracotta one here. The terracotta's the one we've had on before. This one that I've got here is a new colour, which is the scarlet one.
Right, okay.
So there are 2 colour options. You'll see them both on the website. But this one here is the scarlet option.
Okay, so the scarlet option is the country cottage scarlet, £10.49. So basically it's just this one here, yeah? Top one.
It's both of them together,
okay,
so
right.
you're getting half a metre of each. So again, it's one of those bundles that we like to put together that give you a good starting point for a project or a quilt.
So you get both of them together, half a metre of this one with the cottage printed on it and half a metre of the pots with the beautiful flowers in as well. But they combine with each other really well. 10.49's got a freedom price attached to it, and that's 344,963. That's a real why not deal actually on this one, because it's £6.97 for membership to the Freedom Club, but you save about £4 off the price, plus you're saving the P&P of £2.95. So it makes absolute sense to become a member of Freedom. 888 if you want to join to get that discount on that one. And we've got a picture actually of the other one that we haven't got in the studio, and that's the terracotta. There we go.
Yes.
Look. So it's similar,
slightly
but just
different.
Yeah.
It's just slightly different in terms of colourway. The scarlet is much redder. The other one's got a little bit of orange to it.
Okay, great. Now, nearly there at the end of the counter. We're coming on to some newer fabrics now, aren't we?
Yes, these are all new. This is all my fault because I set it up the wrong way round. But it's okay.
We're there.
It's fine. We're at the end
We
now.
made it.
And it's better because now we just end up at demo.
Yeah, we haven't got a long walk.
Magically. I know. I'm going to walk back.
Yeah.
It's great. So these ones that I've got here, these are all on the same item number, all 4 of these, and there are different options. So option number 1 that we've got up here, this is the Daisy and Cloud. Really nice, deep, kind of soft navy on the background, which matches perfectly with the clouds underneath, and again the white and the yellow run through there as well. So we've tried to pick pairs of fabrics that will give you that starting point, that focal point for a project. So then you go and add in some plain pinks, some plain kind of lemon yellows, and build it up over from there.
So what quantity are we getting this? So
it's half a metre in each.
Right, okay, so half a metre in each of those. That's £14.99. That's the Daisy and the Cloud.
Yep,
That's
and then the
option.
next option we've got is the Daisy and the Gingham.
Right.
So similar print to that we saw earlier, but just a much brighter, fresher option
Great for your
with
spring
the
projects.
combination fabric. So the combination fabric that goes with this one, again, takes that white through, takes the that really bright, almost kind of lime green through as well. So coordinates really, really well together, and again, brilliant starting point.
Superb. With spring around the corner, Easter around the corner, great for that. And then up here we go to like a terracotta and a red.
Yes, but this is the digger option.
Digger.
Well, yeah, I think it's a digger. It's
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is.
digger bulldozer type arrangement. And this one we've teamed with that regged kind of chevron pattern because it just works really well. Echoes kind of the tyre tracks and things like that.
2.5 metres again?
Again, 2.5 metres. Now the digger fabric that we showed earlier, that could easily work with this as well. See, because it's got the same shapes on the wheels and things like that. So you could use these options with it as well, combine all, you know, both sets if you wanted to.
Excellent.
So that is another option, again, within the same item number. And the final one down the front here, that is the farmyard option.
So there you've got your farmyard in a, like an orange background, or it's more of a terracotta background with the sheep, the cow, the farm fence and everything else
and
there.
then those little chicks that are you see in the bottom here, they are exactly the same ones that are in this fabric here, which has echoed all of those colours through.
Excellent. And then finally, we go and sit down and have a play.
Yeah, this is something we haven't really brought to you before. This is a panel. Now, it comes with a metre of the coordinating fabric, but if we just open out the panel, there's one end for you.
Thank you.
And one end for me.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Fantastic.
So that's your focal point. That's the centre of your quilt. And then using the other metre, you create maybe just a simple patched border around the outside.
Because you've got characters like starfish and octopus and crabs.
They're all on here. So the starfish, obviously,
right.
you can see at the bottom.
Yep, there we are.
Sorry, I'm not big enough, man. And then the crab's on there.
Yep.
He's on here. You saw all of those little kind of characters you're seeing on there. Your turtle, your seahorse, all echoed on here. So you've got that big feature starter panel.
Imagine that as a quilt on a single bed or something like that for a youngster.
Oh, you could easily do that.
Or
and
wall
then
hanging.
have a little bit of fun with free motioning.
Yeah.
Round the little characters on there.
Well, that's brand new today as well. That's already proving very popular. If you'd like to add that to your order, it is £24.99. You get the panel, and how much of the other fabric?
It's a metre.
A metre of the other fabric.
So we've got quite a big bundle together for this one.
And that's a £15 saving on that as well. So it's a really good buy today, down from £39.99 to £24.99, and it's 874146. Now, everything else that's in the show is on the website, and all the different facts and figures and measurements and everything else you'll find on the website as well. You can order anything you like. Now, anything that comes, apart from fat quarters, anything that comes as metre or half-metre lengths can be whatever length you wish. So if you order 3 metres of something, it will come as a continuous length of fabric, OK? So it won't come as 3 1-metre pieces, it will come as 1 3-metre piece. So it's all there on the website, hochanda.com, if you'd like it. And also, many of the items actually have come with a bonus gift as well. Not the new today items, but all the other items will come with a coordinating bonus gift of a half-metre of coordinating fabric. So again, we can't guarantee exactly what fabric it will be as a bonus, but it will coordinate with whatever main fabric you purchase. Hochanda.com will show you everything that you need to know. OK, now we're going to do some patchwork, I think, with Hayley this morning. So we're going to have a little sit down and play, which is nice.
Quiet time.
Yeah, quiet time. Playtime.
So what we've brought you as well is we've brought you 2 other things, because we are kind of known for our patchwork and our Tessa patch products, which are really unusual shapes in paper piecing. Now, we will show you later that it doesn't just have to be paper piece sewing that you use them for. So you can see some of them kind of already dotted around the set. But what we've done recently is we've introduced a downloadable product. So rather than having to wait for it to arrive in the post, you can literally just order it and then have it instantly.
Right.
Okay. So I know we'll run through all of the different shapes and sizes that you can get, because what we've got is we've got a pick and mix on it, actually. They're usually, if you went to our website, they'd be there for £2.99 each. If you get them through Hochanda, you can get a pick and mix where you can get 4 for £9.99.
Oh, wow. That's a good deal. Yeah. So you save, what, a couple of quid?
Exactly.
Yeah, really good.
So, but what we didn't manage to show you last time, because we were just a bit rushed because it was the launch of the book, was actually what happens when you buy a downloadable product.
Right.
Because we've not done that before. So if you want to have a pick and flick through those, please. I'll go and grab my laptop and I'll show you exactly how to get hold of it. OK, so let's have a little look then. So basically what we've got on the screen is the silly, cross yourself silly, sorry, Telepatch paper piece. Can't read it. The download pack. It is very small today, and I'm not quite sure. It's Craft Yourself Silly Tessa Patch paper piece download pick and mix.
Okay, so you pick 4 of these. So
let's just do it together, Dave, shall we?
Yeah, fab. The screen's about a million miles away from where I'm sat, so I can't read it. So you get or you choose any of these 4 for just £9.99. It's a really great concept, this, isn't it? You've got jigsaw pieces.
It is. So what we've got there for you is you've got one side, and we've printed them double-sided. You could print the 2 pages separately if you wish. One side is actually your shapes that you need to cut out. Now, it does put a disclaimer on the bottom of all of these saying you are more than welcome to copy them for your own use.
Yes.
But they're not to be put on kind of social media and, you know, things like that, and reproduced on a commercial basis.
For personal use only.
Personal use only, no problem, knock yourself out. So what happens when you buy a downloadable product is you go on to, you know, over the phone or on hochanda.com and pop them in your basket, check that out. And then you'll think, well, where are they?
Yeah.
So when you go into your account on Hochanda and you scroll down to your order history. Oh, where's my pointer gone? There you go. Go into your order history. I'll just log myself in, not a robot. There we go. I'm surprised the Wi-Fi is working in here. It's usually a nightmare. So go to your order history, and then you see that's the order that I put in there. Now, if I go to view order, that's where my downloads are. So you get them instantly. The second that you check out, you've got them.
Oh, wow.
So if you if you just have a look there, you can see all of them there, ready to go. So if I hit on download link, there you go. It's there instantly. You can print those straight out and you can get crafting straight away.
So all of these are designed to be images that interlink together to make
No
quilts
need.
or cushions.
No need to wait.
Whatever you want to do with them. And if I just show you some of the ones, I mean, some of my favourites, if I just show you one of my favourites straight away that jumped out at me, look at that horse.
Yeah, there's a sample of that just behind you. It's a little bit high up, but it was just, that's where the...
And when you look at it down the bottom there, it's not obvious what it is. It just looks a lovely pattern. But then when you analyse it a little bit closer, you can see it's the most gorgeous, stately horse's head. And it's above me, actually, here in the studio, just hung up. I love that.
That's one of the more advanced sews. And we have with the Tessa Pack range, it goes from quite basic all the way up to things that are a lot more complex. The best way to work out which ones are the easier ones and which ones are the harder ones, if it's straight lines,
right,
it's usually an easier sew.
Sure.
Because you can kind of fold them and manipulate them to do straight lines a little bit at a time. And we'll show you how to do a couple of those, and I'll also show you how to work with those slightly more complicated shapes.
Another favourite I know will be the owl. I've just got the owl here. Look at this one. Isn't it great? So again, you can link them together. One point's down, one point's up. They link together sideways. There's the pattern on the back. So 4 of these, normally £2.99 each, but if you buy them from us, 4 of them for just £9.99. We've got the fox as well. How many are there in total, Hayley? Do you know?
There's 20. 20 different
20
animals.
to choose from.
Yes.
So you can choose 4 for just £9.99. I love that horse. I really do love that horse. Then we've got the penguin there as well. Print them off onto good quality paper. You can, of course, if you wanted to, mount the template onto maybe a bit of card. The monkey is really cute, but that's quite a complicated one to do, because you can see there's lots of different links there that link the arms and the legs together, but really worth doing. Very, very attractive. The lizard as well is another one there. We've then got the fish. We've then got the cow. The double cat. Oh, look at that. The cat, the actual tails of the cat link together. Have you designed these?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got now better to do, Dave. I have loads of better things to do. There's just not enough time to do it because I'm doing this.
The elephants. What's this one? This is the...
That's the bear. Now,
bear.
that
the
one's
bear's
the one that's in front
us.
of you there.
Oh, can I just lift this up and show you this? It's so
the other thing is, you don't... patchwork is always traditionally done in cotton. You don't have to work in cotton.
No.
You can work in all sorts. And using that same kind of principle of the bears all holding hands, it doesn't need to be a bear. Why not make it orange? Add some pointier ears, make them into foxes.
And what's his fabric? Is it felt?
That's fleece.
Fleece?
Yeah, that's fleece. So that's completely
so
machine washable.
That is so adorable, isn't it? And the linking hands, they kind of stick out a little bit. They're really lovely. That is so, so sweet. I never knew this existed. This is the first show I've done with you. Oops.
Oh, Dave. I'll get it later.
Darn it.
Oh,
but that's the bears.
Dave.
What else have we got?
Can I get another one for 11 o'clock?
Another presenter?
It's just trashed the set.
the double. I showed you the cats a minute ago. Look at the dog.
I love you, really.
I love you too. Look at the double dog. Isn't that really cute? It's really sweet. Love it, love it, love it.
Right. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to show you a couple of the basics on this. Oh, there's one more bundle. I haven't done everything yet. There's one more bundle. What we've done is, again, if you can be bothered to get up at this time on Sunday, then we've got quite a special bundle for you. We've got a patchwork bundle.
Right.
So there are 200 pre-cut shapes, so pre-cut kind of hexagons and triangles and half hexagons and all sorts of bits and pieces in there. There are 12 of the patchwork planners. Now these are really, really handy because what it allows you to do, it's just a page full of hexagons. So if you have a design in mind, you can sit and plot that out, plan that out before you go ahead,
right.
and then it'll work out how many of whatever colour you need. Because we've got one that we did on there earlier. Let me have a... He's not finished. I've had to leave him kind of half finished so we could finish him off.
Oh, so what's he going to be?
It's going to be a little owl.
Oh, cute. Oh, yeah, now you say it, I can see it.
But because I needed to get an eye in there, I've had to not quite sew it together.
Right.
So I can get in and put the eyes in. But we can do that in a minute. We can put some eyes in him. There you go.
So if you want this then, this is today, new today as well, £11.99. It's on a Freedom discounted price. So it's the patchwork bumper bundle for you at just £14.99 if you're not a Freedom member, or what was it, £11.99 if you are? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, £11.99 delivered if you are a Freedom member. And you get all of these pieces, of course, as well for your patchworking and your graphs and everything in there as well. So good deal, very good deal, 388317. Now, we've had a question from Sue. Hello, Sue. Morning. About the downloads. She said, what sort of paper do you need to print the templates onto, and can it be scanned into an electronic machine to be cutting out fabric?
Yes. Now, what I would recommend is, if you are going to print them out, I would probably recommend you use at least a kind of a 120 GSM, because you need it to, I mean, this that I've got here, this is a 160, so this is twice the thickness of a normal piece of paper, and you can see there's enough to kind of have a bit of movement in there, which really, really helps if you are working with the curved shapes especially. And it also means that you can get the pins in and out and the thread through it as well. So I would say about a 160 GSM. You can go heavier if you want to, it's whatever you're most comfortable using. In terms of what to do with a machine that will you can scan it and then use it to cut out with. If you can pass me one of those, I will just show you a couple of things. Okay. What you'll find on here is you've just got the line for the shape of the fabric that you need. You've got the shape of the paper that you will need. For the fabric, you will need a piece that is 1 centimetre bigger all of the way around. So if you're going to use it on that type of machine, some of them, if you just automatically scaled it up, that wouldn't quite work, especially with things like the horse. If I just scaled that up, it kind of doesn't fit right, for a seam allowance. So what you would need to do is put it on so you could cut it out so it was 1 centimetre big. You'd have to kind of add an allowance to it rather than just scale it up. This one will scale up fine. It's a regular shape, and most of the ones that are kind of more squarish and more regular shapes, especially the ones that are like the owl, which is symmetrical, they'll kind of scale up and they'll work fine. But it's the ones that are asymmetric. So that one, again, that one, especially with that curly tail on the bottom, if you're looking to expand that to cut it out as a piece of fabric, what we do with those is I would probably just cut your paper pieces out. And let me just grab a piece of fabric and I'll show you. Oh, there's one on here, look. There you go. There's one on there. So on this one, you can see all I've done is pinned it to the fabric and then snipped around all the way around the edge, just 1 centimetre-ish bigger. Right, got you. So just bear in mind, if you are going to use a cutting machine, you will need to, you can give it a go. I mean, cut one, give it a go. If it's going to work for you, brilliant. If it isn't, then it's probably worth just cutting the fabric by hand. OK, well, thank you for your question. And by the way, remember, the Tressie patch are a pick and mix. So if you've never done pick and mix before, the easiest way of doing it, you can talk to the operator if you want to on 01733602000. If you'd rather do it online, it's dead simple. Just go to the show, just go to hochanda.com. You'll see the show, and then you can select the actual pick and mix patterns, and then just basically choose off the website which four you'd like, pop them in your basket, and you'll only be charged then £9.99. There's the pick and mix look. So just go to the website, see what's in the show, and there you can see all the 20 patterns that are available, and then just select which four you want. I'm too far away to see what you're looking at, so just click 4 at random. There we go, look, and just they go into your basket. Double cat and dog, add it to your basket, and then you don't pay the full price. You pay just £9.99 for the 4. And if you're a Freedom member, of course, it knows it, and you don't get charged postage because it's downloadable straight away as well. So instantly you'll have them there, which you can print off onto quality paper, like Hayley was saying, mount them onto cardstock as well if you want to give them rigidity, and away you go. And you've got a choice between the sheep. Actually, the sheep looks really cool. Didn't see that one before. Let me show you the sheep one. I've got him as a sample as well. The one that I've done there. Yeah. He's got lots and lots of white sheep, and then just one black one in the middle. There's always a black sheep, though. Just doing some compliance, so I'll be back with you in a second. Every family's got one, haven't they? A black sheep. Yeah, everyone's got a black sheep somewhere. maybe I'm the black sheep, maybe you're the black sheep. Right, I will just show you one more time. Put your password in. Secret. Hang on. Well, my watch unlocks it usually, but I turned it off because we were on the telly. So again, just to show you where you'll find those, because I think this is really important, because we didn't get a chance to show it the last time we were on. So that is my account there. That is my account. So if I was on the Hochanda, just my emails are coming in. I'll just ignore that. It's gone. We're fine. So if I'm on the Hochanda website, I go to the My Account bit, up at the top here. Just there, My Account.
Yeah.
And that takes me to this page here. I scroll down, go and look for my order history, hit order history, and then you can see that's the order that I placed for... So you have to go on, buy your own stuff, it's ridiculous. So then I hit view order, and then all of those things there, they're the ones that I've ordered. They're the ones, so I've I've ordered a bear, a dog, an elephant and a monkey, and I can download them from there.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Now, obviously, well, I say obviously, you'll tell me if I can or can't. You can't use multiple images on one project. They have to be the same, do they?
Yes, they do all lock together. So this is kind of maths. Lots of maths goes into this to get them to all lock together. But there's nothing stopping you using the odd one as a feature applique piece, and that's what we're going to do in the next hour.
Okay.
Yes, so I'll crack out the sewing machine in the next hour, and we'll do some of those. So the way that the straight edge ones work, if you're sewing them together, let me grab this one. It's all short, straight lines. So you would start off by folding that in half and then just stitching top to bottom on there. So straight line. Once you've done that straight line, open it back out, get your bearings. That's your next straight line. You fold it in the other direction. And because they're on card, you can fold them. So you've got that really nice straight line to stitch with. So then back it open, there you go, there's your next one, fold it over again, stitch, open it up, fold it over, stitch. So any of the ones with straight lines, they're the ones if you are a beginner. If
so you recommend those?
You can see, the more complex the shape, the more involved and the more kind of experience it's going to take. So the next thing we'll do is we'll move on to curved lines.
Okay, now I've just been handed this. I've got to show you this, just like the monkey before. The sheep, this is made from fleece as well, with the black sheep in the middle. I love that idea. You know, if there's maybe, I don't know, a brother or a sister in the family that's always kind of being, I don't know, being a bit of a pain or something like that, I get a gift for them with that. And that's you. That's you, that is. You're the black sheep of the family.
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah, no shame. I love it. This is the doggy.
This is the dogs,
yep. Yeah. There's the dogs, look. Spot the dog. So there they are, kind of all joined together.
Spotty Scotties.
Yeah. And the elephant. I love the elephant.
We usually have an awful lot more samples, but because Stitches is on,
right.
A lot of samples
are
down at Stitches at the minute. I think I've got another dog one actually here, because we've made that one into a bolster cushion.
Oh, I love it.
Because the dogs actually match front to back and working round. As long as I think there's at least 3 layers.
Right.
There you go.
We're getting busy for this. I'll show you the owl as well. It's the first time I've seen these. I love them. I really do love them. There's the owl, look. How cute's that? And of course the owl, because it is is asymmetrical, is that the word?
That one is symmetrical. So if you fold it in half, it will kind of overlap each other exactly.
So they're linked together.
And it's the asymmetric shapes that you need to sometimes think a little bit more about.
And you've got the buttons for eyes there as well, so you make them very three-dimensional, but they're great. And all these patterns, remember, are available as the pick and mix, 4 for $9.99.
And all of the bits that we've embellished them with, so on the bear you can see there's kind of 2 little ears, some eyes and nose, mouth. So all of those extra bits we've actually put onto the patterns as well. So if you do want to go ahead and embellish them further, then you can do. Because
the bear one, again, if I show you that quickly, the paws and the arms, where they hold hands, actually become kind of three-dimensional.
Yes. Yeah, we have a bit of fun with it. We do have a bit of fun with it.
Really lovely. Imagine giving that to a youngster. They'll absolutely adore that. It's like a cuddle rug, as a comforter. Love it. And that's made from fleece as well.
So one of the things that is also worth looking out for with a lot of the shapes is that they will lock into each other. So that is now the kind of the bottom of the previous row of dogs, and if I roll that round, you'll see they'll fit into the ears of the next row. So some of the shapes you'll be able to actually work in a round. the dogs are very, very clever actually, because they work the other way as well. So rather than that way, if I wanted to make something like a wine bottle holder or something, I could actually work them into a circle.
This must have been a mathematical nightmare.
Well, you know, finally getting the use out of my engineering degree. So it's all good. You can see there you go, work that way around as well. Now, all of the shapes are different, so you kind of do need to play with them a little bit, and some will work together, because that one, again, that will work in a round, so because you can see the gap that's left on one side there. If I had another sheep, I could make that work in a round. So some of your shapes will work like that, some of them won't. It's worth a little bit of an experiment, because I can't go through every single one and tell you which ones will work together.
It's such a different concept. I love it. Now, we're going to take a little short break at this point from this. As well as the downloads, remember, we've got the physical patchwork bundle as well, which we were talking about. Have a little look at this. Here this is.
I forgot what else is in there. Oh, well, there's the 200 little shapes.
Yeah.
There's your 12 patchwork planners. Now, your patchwork planners, yes, you can reproduce those, but again, that's just for personal use, not commercial use.
Right.
And what you've also got is you've got a little set of quilt labels in there as well. So these are ones that say kind of quilted by or made with love and that kind of thing. So you can add those to your projects just to add that extra element of personalisation.
So that's your patchwork bumper bundle. It's $14.99. I think there's a freedom price on that, is there? There is on this one, so we'll pop that on the screen for you. It's $11.99 freedom, delivered for that price, and that's 388317, your item number, 388317, if you want to do the traditional patchwork. And of course you've got the grids there, like Hayley was saying, that allows you to map out what you're doing before you actually do it. We've then got our brushed cotton fabric as well. Now, we haven't mentioned this yet until now. $9.99, and you've got 4 options. You've got the pink, 3 options, sorry, pink, red and navy. So that's the navy, that's the red, and that's the pink option. And you get how much of that one?
It's a metre.
A metre of that, and that's $109.99.
I think also gets your bonus
half
extra
metre.
Half a metre.
Fabulous. Now, everything apart from our new todays will have that extra bonus, of course, as well, that extra bonus half metre. This is another check fabric that we got for you in stock. Red and black, grey and black, black and white, grey and red, or like that, and traditional tartan as well. All those are available as 1 metres, but again, if you order 2 or 3 metres, it will come as one long piece of fabric. I say that you're going to get the bonus half metre with that as well. You won't get the bonus half metre with the patterns, the downloadable patterns, will you?
No, you don't. I mean, that's up to you what fabrics you want to put with those. What we find with those Tessa patch shapes is plains work really, really well. Small patterns work quite well. So if you maybe want to do the elephant, I mean, the elephant fabrics would work brilliant with that elephant Tessa patch, but you want to stick with something quite small, spots and stripes and something...
Big images just wouldn't work.
No, you're just going to kind of lose it.
OK, now we're coming back over to look at our very popular stars fabric, and also our elephants and dots as well. So the elephants are just here, first of all, $9.99. Here comes the details for you. You've got a choice of...
I miss Alex, you know. She used to waft with me. Thanks, Dave.
I'll waft with you if you want me to waft.
Thank you.
So you've got here half a metre of the elephants and a half metre of the spots as well. You've got a choice of either pinks...
This is pink and wine.
Yep.
You've got the blue and grey there, and this is pink and purple.
OK, fantastic. They're proving popular. If you're going to go for the Tessa patch of the elephant, then go for that fabric as well as your top tip.
That would work really, really well, yeah. My personal favourite is the blue-grey with it.
I love
but
that.
It depends who you're making it for. Obviously, if you're making it for a little girl, you may want one of the pinkier colours. OK, and we've got also the stars as well that we came over to have a little look at. This is the beige option. There's beige or there's purple.
Purple.
We've used the purple in this one just as a little bit of sashing in between the options. So this one has 2 kind of unicorns facing each other, and then we've just used that little bit of... There's less than half a metre in there. It's literally just a couple of strips that we've used to space it out and put some sashing in.
Fab, aren't they? So beige, brown and the beige, and the purple, that's the options there for you. And you'll get a bonus half metre of fabric that works with it as well. But you did say you'll probably get...
With these ones, again, I know I've got one roll that's bigger than the other, so there is a good chance that with these you will end up with a metre of one and half a metre. I'm not guaranteeing it, but there's a good chance you'll end up with a metre of one and half a metre of the other. OK, now the paisleys, they're proving popular too, and we've got these available in 2 colour options as well. We've got the light grey and we've got the blue, and this pattern goes right the way through the fabrics. It's almost like the pattern's been taken out of the yes, it's almost like it's been decolorised because it's a solid background. and then you can, as you can see, these kind of come all the way through, and that's very unusual for it to be a print and that happened. It's almost like it's kind of been decolorized, so the front looks as good as the back. And again, for those patchwork ones, for the test patch stuff, it's brilliant for that because it's got that, especially I can see the elephants maybe again done in these.
Excellent. Okay, well, we've got the geometric petals just to our side here. They're just to the right of us, so we'll have a look at those. So that is the paisley, the grey and the blue, so you choose between the two. And if you want the geometric, we've got that just here, so we've got two geometrics to choose from. But first one...
This is just the straight, we've just called this kind of geometric circles. Now, they have an awful lot of colours in, and if you're working with your hexagons, these are absolutely perfect because you can get one as a central focal point and then some bits kind of working around it, so you can fussy cut these out quite well. Or you've got the petals as well, which we're going to come to next.
And again, you'll have your bonus half metre of fabric with that as well as, of course, getting the pink and the grey to go with that too.
The bonus is just for getting up early, really. For getting up on a Sunday.
For putting up with us for an hour. Yeah. £11.99 then, or £10.19 actually if you're a Freedom member for those.
I like £10.99 better. Can we put it back to that?
No, £10.19. It's got to be £10.19 for Freedom members. And then we've got, of course,
just
this one, the other geometric.
So this is geometric petals. So again, works really, really well with your hexagons and things because you can maybe centre it around either one of the flowers or the centre of one of those kind of leaf cross bits and kind of have a really nice fussy cut pattern out of it.
OK, well, have a look at the website because all the fabrics and all the choices are there. Remember, with everything that isn't new today, and, of course, the Tressie patch aside, you're going to get a bonus half metre of fabric that works with your main purchase. So bear that in mind. But the new todays won't have it, and, of course, the actual downloadable patterns won't have it either. But all the other fabrics will. OK, now we're very busy for our downloads, very busy for these in actual fact. All you need to do is obviously have a computer, internet access, and you can basically purchase them straight away and have instant access to them.
Or even a friend or a son or a daughter with a computer and some internet access.
Yeah.
Just print that off for us.
Yeah, print that off. And if, for £9.99, there should be £2.99 each on Hayley's own website, they're £2.99 each.
Yes.
But you can buy a set of 4 from us at a reduced price of just £9.99. And there are 20 images to choose from.
Yes, there's 20 different shapes there. It's all of our animal shapes that go with the book that was launched in America at the beginning of the year. It was still quite the beginning of the year, but we launched the book and we had a really limited number of copies, which we brought to Hochanda, and they went within the first kind of 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But this is... it doesn't have the projects, but it still has the patterns.
And
so from there you can make...
All 4 of them,
here.
north, south, east, west. Oh, is the cat there?
Yeah, he's there. He's just upside down. I don't know why he's upside down.
Oh, yeah. Here he is. And if you look, look at the one in the middle. All 4 of them have got their tails interlinked together. Really clever idea. And it's not obviously a cat until you actually scrutinise it and get in close.
With that one, what's quite fun to do as well is we've actually put a few extra shapes on there, and those extra shapes are a mouse hole and a little mouse. So on those plain bits that I've put there, which are just in kind of cream on the one that you've got, we just on one piece we just added a little mouse hole and a tiny little mouse, so you've got to find it.
I like it. It's in there somewhere, is it?
No, it's not on that one, it's on the other sample. Okay. It's at Stitches.
OK. So these are a great idea. I just think they're wonderful. And, you know, you've done all the maths for everybody, so
yes,
all you've got to do basically is follow the template.
The easiest ones, I would say, if you're going to start out, the easiest ones are things like the chicken, the elephant and the Scotty dog.
OK.
The next step up from that is things like the one you've got there, the fish. Now, that is slightly more complex because you are sewing a curve rather than a straight line. So I'm just doing at the moment? I'm doing a fox at the minute, and what I'll do is I'll get towards that. That lizard one that you've got there, again, that's kind of an intermediate one.
Right.
Because although they are straight lines, there's a lot of kind of twisting and turning and stopping and starting with that one. So just that's the monkeys upside down.
Aren't they always?
That's it. Well, you could have them upside down if you wanted to. What that one does is the arms kind of link into the legs of the next one, so they're just monkey actions now. Thank you. Right, I'll just do some sewing.
I love it, I love it. Now, for someone who's not really...
penguin. He's a lovely, easy one. He's a real nice beginner's one.
Okay.
Because the penguin itself, the shapes are dead simple. It's more kind of applique to add the detail on. I'm really sorry, but I do not have my penguin samples with me because, again, There's the biggest trade show for the craft industry is on over this weekend, and so much is down there.
Yeah, sure. Well, that's your penguin templates. That's a good one that Hayley recommends if you are a beginner. Other ones if you're a beginner?
If you're a beginner, elephant, chicken, Scotty dog.
Right,
are the best ones.
If you're slightly more advanced, you could do things like the horse that's here.
Is quite advanced, and some people do want that. Some people want really quite intricate and complex. Hedgehog's more of an intermediate because there's lots of straight lines in there. There is a lot of kind of back and forth. The fox, again, that's the slightly more advanced one. That's the one that I'm doing here. So I'm just going to get a couple more stitches in there, and then I'm going to show you how to show those.
Now we have got about 3-minute cues on the phones. Lots of people falling in love with this. Remember, to make a complete quilt or a cushion or whatever it might be, using these templates is something I never realised you could do. I never realised it was an option of being able to do. But Hayley and her team have done all the mathematics, have done all the workings out for you, and you can achieve that. And this Tessie Patch cat, for example, look at this one. It's up. One's the right way up, the other one's the other way up. But they work and they link together beautifully well.
But it means that your cushion is never the wrong way up.
No, exactly. Yeah,
never
clever.
The wrong way up.
There's never a wrong or right way. Everything works together. The turtle. Again,
I've got a couple of those there. Now you can kind of embellish those further because this one is plain, and then the one down here I've just added with a little bit of embroidery thread. A little bit of fleece, actually, just to add a different texture to it. So you could applique them on beforehand, you could put them on after. It's entirely up to whatever you feel is easiest and whatever works best for you.
And the Scotty dog that Hayley was saying was a relatively easy one.
That was one of our first shapes that we brought out, that one.
There he is, there's the Scotty. This next one is a bird. Wrong way up.
There's samples of that one on the end.
And the chicken, that's another one that you said was a relatively easy one.
Yes, that one's quite a straightforward one to get started with. And then...
is the bird that one there?
Yeah, that's on that end.
There we go. I'll hold this up for you.
Yeah, that's it. Yellow, red and green on the top.
Isn't that wonderful?
Now, I think there are still some on your website, but we do have Tessie Patch fabrics that go with every single one of these. So if you want ones that are kind of specific patterns, then you can get them to work exactly with these shapes. Have I got time to quickly show you how to sew curves?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I've taken it to that corner, and then I've lined it up, and I've just put a couple of stitches in. Now, you've got two options when it comes to sewing curves. You can manipulate them round slowly, little bit by little bit, so there's like kind of a short, straight edge there, which I'm sewing, or you can flatten them out so that they are next to each other, and then sew them that way to take just a little bit off each of them. So it's up to you, whatever you find easier. I personally find it easier to flatten them out because I can do a bigger area and just keep moving my fingers around a little bit and just keep sewing. When you get to these areas that have got the snips in, you just want to not go too close to the edge because otherwise you'll split your fabric.
Right.
Just take it easy. And what we do recommend is when you do get to putting snips in, you can see on this one just here, I've left like an extra little bit of fabric there, so I haven't kind of cut it all the way in, because what you'll find is sometimes you may need to rob Peter to pay Paul, and that's why we've left the excess on this one here. So if I'm ever short on one side, I can just stitch it that little bit further in, stitch it that little bit further over.
I think the concept is fantastic, I really do. And bear in mind, we do have another show with Hayley in a couple of hours at 11 o'clock?
11 o'clock.
So if you've got any questions...
Tune me again, DB.
Yeah, it is. If you've got any questions, do please feel free to email in studio@hochanda.com. That's the email address. And if you've got any queries, like how do you do this, how do you do that, anything at all, what fabric can you use, then ask away. That's what we're here for. But I've never seen these. This is the first show I've done with the Tessie Patches.
No,
I've not done them before.
We've had these for a couple. We've had them for a couple of years now. It was one of our first shows on Hochanda that we did the dog Tessie Patch, and it's just been amazing, and it's kind of gone from strength to strength, and we're finding kind of more and more complex and unusual shapes that we can.
All the shows I've done with you, this has never reared its head. So brand new to me, maybe it's brand new to you as well if you're a new viewer. And remember, you've got the choice of 4. Pick and mix on the website, £9.99. You choose which 4 patterns you'd like.
And you can have them instantly. With that download now, you can have them instantly. You don't have to wait for the postman. they are there the second that you place your order.
Excellent. Right, now we've also had a big surge of interest on the fabrics. Now the Unicorn Sparkle, 40% of the stock has gone. Now bear in mind, this is a very unique fabric. It may look like it's going to be a little bit maybe plasticky or metallic. It's not at all. It feels just like cotton should. But it's got this wonderful sheen, this kind of shimmer running through it. And great for doing unicorns or anything kind of myth and magic like that. You've got your lavender, you've got your purple, you've got your teal and you've got your turquoise. Those gorgeous colours, and they are 4 fat quarters. So you won't be getting... Will you get the bonus half metre with this or not?
I don't know. Meg's going to check.
We'll check. It doesn't say so, so I don't think so with this particular one, but all the other fabrics that aren't new today, you'll get that bonus half metre of fabric. So that's that one, £16.99, 990211. And then another reminder of the elephant fabric, which is perfect to go with the elephant template, as Hayley was saying before. Very busy for this. You've got 3 colour choices, pink and wine.
None of hang fire.
Yeah, they've been mixed up.
Oh dear, they're all mixed up. I'm going to fix it. Hang on, right. There you go. This is pink and purple.
Pink and purple. So the elephants and the dots.
And then that one is red. No, that's pink and wine.
Pink and wine.
He's upside down. I've done a bad job of passing there.
And then the grey and the blue, which is Hayley's favourite. Certainly
I do like that one.
Yeah, I do too. Very nice. Very fashionable colours. So they are £9.99 and they are 2 half metres. Half metre of the elephant, half metre of the spot. And if you want more than that, of course, they'll come as one long piece.
And again, with those, they are the ones that we're going to add that bonus half metre to. And 99% certain that with all of those, I've got one roll that is bigger than the other. So you're probably going to get
a bonus
extra of that.
Okay. And the downloads, remember, don't forget, they are available to download right now. They are normally £2.99 each. Today you can get 4 for £9.99. 4 different ones, or 4 the same if you want to give them to friends as gifts, something like that. It's entirely up to you.
The best ones that work with this, we always have those plain options on the show, so the plain half metre bundles and the spotty half metre bundles, and we've got some really nice linen look cotton fabric as well, which I'm going to hunt out because I'm sure I left it here, which I will hunt out and show you in the next hour, because all of those plains work absolutely brilliantly for this.
I just want to show you the double dog as well. If you want a dog duvet, then look at that pattern. Isn't that just absolutely adorable? The way they link together, and you can do them in all different colours.
Yeah, the tails make the collars. There's a bag just behind you. You'll be able to there's a bag just behind you. You'll be able to pull it off because I didn't tie it on properly.
Oh.
See?
Just. There we go. Yeah, well, yeah, so not just for quilts, for decorating bags,
and
bag
again,
for life.
they work so that the last one will link into the first one, so you can make them going around.
I think they're genius. Thanks, Hayley. We'll see you at 11.
See you later.
Fabulous, brilliant. See you later. I'll see you in an hour's time with some more MDF with the lovely Lynette. Janice is here next, though, with today's one-day special. So yes, it's Dali Arts, the one-day special. Well, probably it isn't, because I think it sold out last night. But we'll see what's up Dali's sleeve in a second. Then we'll be back with Lynette and also with Hayley as we continue Sunday morning here at Hochanda. Stay with us if you can. Lots more to come.
Hi, I'm Sarah Davies, and I've been an avid crafter for most of my life. It's actually a love of paper crafting that inspired me to start Crafters Companion when I was just 21, actually running it from my university bedroom. Since then, the company's really grown and gone from strength to strength, and I feel privileged that we were invited in the early days to become part of the Hochanda family. I absolutely love working with the team here at Hochanda because they really understand what's important, And that's that I want to be able to have the opportunity to show you things in detail, to teach you and to really inspire you. So make sure you watch out for me, Sarah Davies, and Crafter's Companion on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Sue Wilson. I'm part of the team at Creative Expressions. And while I've been crafting all of my life, for the last 20 years or so, I've been doing card making. Creative Expressions have allowed me to bring you a line of my own dies for paper cutting, embossing folders, and matching stamps. So hopefully you can join me on Hochanda to see some beautiful tips, techniques, some demonstrations, things that you can take into your own card making. Make it so easy. We'll break it down step by step, and you will be amazed at what you can achieve. Join me, Sue Wilson, on Hochanda.
A very good morning to you. I hope you're well. Look who I've got here. Dali, welcome.
Hi.
Well, I say welcome. You were here last night.
I was.
With a very, very busy one-day special opening show.
Yep, it was really, really great. And I think we've got vintage travels gone. Got a few left of vintage floral. Very few.
Yes. The vintage travel has gone, I'm afraid, with the one-day special. But we do have some of the vintage floral left for you, but not a large amount. Dali, let's just talk through this particular deal that you're getting, because it's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it?
Thank you. Yes, it is. It's you get the 3 double-sided 12 by 12 sheets, and we've actually got them just at the bottom here.
Yeah, let's show these.
So, there we go. We've got so much. So these are actually 12 by 12. They are stamp period. They are exclusively produced for the Hochanda show, and not available anywhere else in this combination. And if you see, they're double-sided, and it's really lovely for scrapbooking, card making.
Oh, beautiful.
Mixed media. I mean, just imagine if you just wanted to do some let's say thank you cards, or even for weddings, that would be so beautiful.
Yeah, you know, making your own stationery, so unique and so inexpensive, because it's very expensive to get that made up for you. And you know, you want something that's going to be personal to you. That's beautiful.
It is, and it's a really nice one to start a mixed media project on, or just use as a scrapbook page. Yeah. You know, they are just absolutely beautiful.
They really are. So there's 3 of those included.
You get 3
double-sided.
Okay. Exactly. And then we put together some rice papers for you.
Right. Now talk to me about rice papers and what kind of things we can use this for, because this is beautiful.
It is beautiful. So rice papers, this is a 28 gram, and they have like a slug of silk running through them. These are exclusive to Stamperia in terms of the designs, and they actually still handprint these as well. Oh. So what we have here is rice papers will go onto fabric, they will go onto MDF, they will go onto canvases, they will go onto paper, card, absolutely any medium really, as long as you've got the right decoupage medium to stick them down. That's very, very important. So this would be lovely for a hat box.
Oh, yeah, would it? It's absolutely. Yes, because we've got already the shape in there of a clock. It could be a decorative clock, or you can actually add the hands, because you can pick those up so easily now, just battery run. So we've got that one there, but we also have...
We have another one just down there. So this is really beautiful.
Oh,
this is the first, you know, again, absolutely beautiful. And I did show a technique in one of my previous shows where I used the flowers and used them onto a canvas and just cut into them to give this 3 dimension. But just look at that. If somebody's into music, into floral, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. Love the butterflies as well. Blue butterflies are my favourite. They
matches
really
your jumper so beautifully.
Thank you. But gorgeous papers, vintage, beautiful rice papers. So those are included as well. And we also, let me just pick this up, because we were trying to translate this today.
You were doing very well, actually.
Yes, so it's something about an opera. I'm going to the opera, being very excited about that, and it's a classical opera, and that's kind of where I got to. But if you speak Italian, please email in and let us know what that says if you can decipher that. Maybe I should bring my phone in with Google Translate or something.
That's true, yeah,
maybe good, if we need to know. But again, that is lovely. We can use that in so many different ways, cutting that out with different mediums.
Yeah, and you can obviously, they're really nice because they're translucent, and you can actually add a lot of the medium mist that we have on the show as well.
That is gorgeous, so delicate. Right, so we get those included, but there is more. We also get the stamps.
We get the stamps, and they're really large stamps. They're high definition rubber stamps, so you can do a lot of your mixed media techniques with them, but great for scrapbooking, great for weddings, great for special occasions. Got a little bit of element to them where you can actually write on them as well, because they're like framed in frames. So it's absolutely beautiful. They are lovely. They're lovely to stamp with. The detail is amazing.
Okay, and then we have got some pigment powders.
We do.
So what would we use these for?
Right,
and a brush.
And a brush. So what we've done is I've coloured the 6 there for you, so just show you the colours. What you would use these for is as I've used them here with the Versamark, you could use them to stamp and then to colour over. And the brush is really nice because it's got a really nice bristle to it to lift the pigment powders with. And then what you also can do with them is put them into lukewarm water and spray them. They give a great effect. You can add them to your gel paste. You can spritz with them directly. There's so much you can do with them. I mean, and they are cosmetic grade. So if you wanted to test them on the back of your hand just to see if they're okay for you, you can actually wear them as makeup.
Good point. You can.
You can.
Wow. So imagine that as your eye makeup. Absolutely
they are
beautiful.
Amazing. And I have worn them, and you can add them to your nail varnishes, clear nail varnishes as well.
What a great idea. I'm loving this already, and so are you. 369268 is your item number. This is new today, £28.78. You're saving £13. What a gorgeous collection for you to start to become creative. And we're going to have some great demos, and I'm so looking forward to this. I really, really am. Let's take a look at the website, have a look at other products in the show available to you, because I know you're having a little look around. We have got those Dali Art Forever tins. You've got those beautiful inks in there, £22.99. Various different colourways for you to choose from. We've also got the Stamperia Mixed Media Paste. We've got different ones in there, £29.99. You're already going through for the extras on the show. And don't forget, if you see the red banner, it's on FlexiBuy. That means you can spread the cost, and it's interest-free. And if you want to go to the Creative Craft Show, we've got some tickets for that at a very, very good price as well. We'd love to see you there. I'm going to be there over the weekend, but the show itself runs from the 15th of March to the 18th. So hopefully we'll see you there. But we've got some great demonstrations now from Dali. This really is incredible. What are we going to be using first?
So we're going to use, from the one-day special, we're going to use the beautiful stamp.
Oh, right.
And I just love it. I mean, I've used it so much through all the demos, and I just really like it. So what I've done is I've actually picked one of the circular ones. Now, I haven't actually had the chance, and I keep saying, Minal, who works with us, she keeps saying, you must do a journal page, you must do a journal page, and I haven't actually got around to doing one. So she's but this would be great on journal pages, because I love the fact, you know, when you do the circles and then you get, you colour around them, and it just adds so much dimension to a project. So what I'm doing here is we started, so if anybody missed the show yesterday, this is one of the floral papers.
Yeah, I love that dragonfly down
It
the
is,
bottom.
it's beautiful, it's beautiful. And we've added bead paste to the dragonfly, we've added all the different gloss mediums, we've added some of the alfresco, we've added some of the media inks into the paste, and we've used a part of the other floral as well. So all I'm going to do is I want to sort of bring it all together. It's you know, that's the beauty of mixed media. And what we're doing is we're just going to randomly, and I mean randomly, is place this so that it just gives us a little bit
that's nice.
of definition. And they are so good that, you know, I'm doing it on, it's not on a flat surface, and, you know, you're still getting a lot of definition. And it's just about really bringing everything together.
Now, we're limited stock.
Where you put it. And what
so
we
are busy for this. We are very, very busy. Limited stock already. Gorgeous, gorgeous set. You know what I love about these stamps?
Yeah.
What I love is the fact that you can see exactly what you're stamping.
Exactly.
So on the reverse of the stamp, let me just take one off for you to show you this.